So while the market is waiting for it, let's look at the cost of managing this kind of security. It's the first of its kind, regulations issues aside, but it's the first of its kind in the country. And Lotus Capital is a major partner, as well as FBN Merchants Bank. You're both major partners on this issue. How much of cost are you looking at, to maintain this kind of issuance that is the first of its kind in the country?
Okay, I would say the costs are not. I mean, it's the first instrument in the capital market, being raised by the federal government of Nigeria. But the costs are not anything different from the regular FGN security issuance as well. So it's just the structure that is different, being that it is asset-backed and is specific to project as opposed to general obligation bond. So the cost is not anything out of this world. It's similar to your regular FGN, the cost of issuing FGN securities.
So give us the full details. I know it's the tenure is for 7 years. How redeemable are you looking at it being? Are you going to be rolling it over?
Right, so the tenure is for 7 years. It will be listed on the floor of the Nigeria Stock Exchange and the FMDQ OTC. Okay. So investors that cannot wait up till 7 years, they have opportunity to trade it on those trading platform. The minimum investment is 10,000 naira. The proceeds will be used to construct economic roads across the 6 geopolitical zones of Nigeria.
What about the yields? The yields matter a lot to investors.
Yeah, I mentioned that it will be benchmarked against regular 7-year FGN bond, and currently that's doing 16.4%. So the yield will reflect similar curve.
So in terms of benefits that you know of, and for investors and viewers that are watching us right now, talk to us about what they will benefit from.
Okay, right. For investors, the returns, which is the most important thing to investors, I will imagine, the returns are very attractive. I mentioned the benchmark that the government wants to use. Also, it is a safe and secure investment. The returns are also tax-free. So the coupon or returns, the rental income that will be earned on it will not be taxed by the government. And also people can use it as a diversification tool, as well as promote financial inclusion. So people that could not ordinarily invest in FGN securities, this is an opportunity for them to invest in the securities. For retail investors, for example, the minimum investment is 10,000 naira. So everybody that is really interested in investing can participate in the issuance. And people can also use it for financial planning. So, for example, people want to look at how they can pay their kids' school fees or rent over a period of time. They can just benchmark it. Okay, if I invest 2 million naira, I will get 16% over a 7-year period. So I will just lock that 2 million naira to get those returns, and those returns I'll use it to service my children's school fees or my house rent and what have you. So it's a very good instrument, I would say, to invest in.
Mr. Balogun, the smile on your face really shows that you're very optimistic about this deal. But in an environment where we have inflation, of course, we know it's beginning to taper now, but you still have scarcity of FX. Are you really sure this is going to thrive in this economy?
Well, I believe so, because people feel that they are part of the project. So, for example, if I know that my money is being used to construct a particular road that I apply, so I'll be encouraged to invest in that kind of instrument. And like you mentioned, the economy is improving, so the spending power of people is also improving, and government has been advocating for people to encourage savings and what have you. So I believe that based on the feedback that we have received from investors, I believe it will be a very good outing.
Okay, so I've got ₦1 million. I'm looking to invest in this offer. Who do I talk to? Where do I go to?
So very easy. So the financial advisors, Lotus Financial Services Limited, or FBN Merchant Bank, you can go to their website, www.
Those are the places to go for the investment. Can't I just approach a stockbroker and try to invest in it?
Okay, the DMO is using PDMMs this time, not stockbroker. So you can approach any of the 13 PDMMs, or you go to the website of these financial advisors,
and
download the subscription form, and invest and transfer your investment amount.
Mr. Masood Balogun is the company secretary at Lotus Capital. Thank you so much for making it to the program this evening. We appreciate your time. Next week, we'll see the treasury bills maturing at to a tune of 333.83 billion naira for 91-day bills, 182-day bills, 356-day bills, as well as the 364-day bills. And these will partly be offset by treasury bills auctions worth another 174.15 billion naira. That's to be carried out by the Debt Management Office. That's the program this evening. Thank you for being a part of it. I'm Temple Ashaju, and I'll see you next time.